This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We are now in the garage today because it's raining, pouring down outside. But today I'm going to show you guys a pretty cool new Enhance or sexy product. It's called the S3XY Dash. And we have Markus Biel here.
Thank you.
And we're going to test it on your test car, whatever.
The Highland.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, this is really awesome stuff. I'm pumped up, excited. What do you think?
I think it's what's missing in the Model 3 and Model Y, that you have the extra display in the car.
Okay, now I'm going to show you guys the unboxing. They have a nice box, just like other Enhanced products. And there's a magnet here. Oh, that satisfying sound. We open here, you see this big screen. It's a similar size as like rear view mirror. And then it's just a magnet in the back, and then a USB input there, and then seems to be an SD slot. This is the first time I've seen it. Well, okay, I've briefly seen it, but on purpose, I didn't want to do too much here beforehand. I'm just gonna show you. I need to get the initial reaction. Okay, we take out the phone, right, nice. Take out this, and then inside here you see a relatively long cable, USB-C. It's a flat cable with angle on it, and then some 3M tape, okay, and tools for mounting it. And we have the holder here. Let me see, there are two possible holders. I need to just pop this open right now so you can see what you get in the package. Okay, like this with 3M tape there. And yeah, so this is just a hand-built prototype we have right now. Eventually, when it comes out in February for you guys, it will be, of course, manufacturing, like mass produced. But yeah, so just a little disclaimer here, since this is just some hard-coded stuff. Normally you can pair it with your regular commander, existing commander, if you already have Enhanced products. But here we have to actually take out the regular commander and then only use this, otherwise they're going to interfere with each other. But the whole procedure here, you guys know it, so I don't need to show you. It's just a standard installation. Oh, I forgot, it's relatively easy. You only have to open here, and as long as we have done this installation, for example, at Bilkomponenter or anywhere else, then you only have to open that one panel, and then you take out the old commander, and then replace it with a new commander, well, or the temporary commander. But this, again, this is something you don't have to do. We just have to do it because we have the prototype. So here we are getting ready to install it, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So you have the magnet holder there. Stays firm, but you can actually change the angle, and it will try to resist rotation. So that's good, and you can also adjust it. You can adjust the angle here, tilt. So now it's kind of loose because we haven't tightened the screw. But I will show you two possible ways to mount this. So you can supposedly mount it here-ish. Okay, the angle is not correct, but you know, just to give you an idea. So when I watched the Enhanced video, they explained initially, this seems to be the default or the I don't know, recommended view, but you can choose whatever you like. Yeah, the advantage here is that it's going to be slightly higher up like this once it's properly mounted. You have almost like head-up display-ish view, right? So I don't know, Markus, what do you think?
If I mount it there, the display, the view of the graphic will be in the window. I think I will have it closer because I don't want any reflection in the window.
Well, we can see.
If it's like...
Yeah, how?
If it comes like there, I think
see.
there will be like a reflection in the window.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but actually at night, especially at night, there will be some reflection here. Let me try to illustrate it. So now we turn off all the light in the garage, and this looks more like night. And actually, that is not ideal that we get the reflection there. So I would be quite annoyed by that reflection. But but Marcus, if you move it closer to the steering wheel here, whoa, yeah, then the reflection is up there, which is out of your viewing point because you will be watching the road or the screen like this. Alternatively, we can put it here. The only minus, which Enhance also pointed out, is that it will be partly blocking the air vents here. So, and another thing I should point out is that, okay, this is a touch screen. You can swipe and do this, right? You can even press and hold. What was it? Press and hold to change some settings. Yeah, and then back, done. But however, how often are you gonna do this versus here? Or for example, especially when you have the Carplay running here. I mean, you can go here and search, but I mean, how safe is this to do while driving? So you probably want to do this on your phone anyway. And then eventually, Enhance is gonna make like a mirroring feature so that you use the regular Enhance app. It's not working now because it's a prototype, but use the Enhance app and then you do the whatever on that phone and it will come here, right? But I will point out another thing, is that here I can reach it, but Marcus, if you put it on the back, or rather forward, roughly here, there's no way I'm gonna reach it. It's like the Renault Kangoo where there was a touchscreen deep in the dashboard. So, but before I mount it, I'm gonna show you now what it looks like. So remember that this is, some of these are in like demo elements. They are not showing correct values, but actually many of these are showing correct values. But before we start, we have to take this protective cover off. Marcus, I tar hinja.
You dirty boy.
There, okay, there you go. So, you see here, you can swipe to go to different pages, and you can customize everything. Yeah, and this is pretty cool that the Android Auto or CarPlay, you can have custom size in here. And as far as I know, this product is the only product where you get the CarPlay in here in this screen. On all the other cars I tried, it only displays in the main screen. And the fact that you can customize everything here is just amazing. Yeah, I was about to say almost hundreds of cars per year, and I would love to customize the dashboard, but they are more or less locked onto whatever the car manufacturer chose. But here, let me show you that the state of charge here is correct. The power here is also correct. HVAC is off right now. There's total AC charge, DC charge. You can do this, you can press and hold, and you can also remove one of these, and then you can add new widgets based on what you want. So it's similar to what you're used to in the other, yeah. But wait, let's go back here. Now I actually messed up a little bit there, done. But I'm going to show you if we swipe here. Okay, there you have this view, and then let me just go here, for example, different views. You can also customize so that it will detect that when you plug in, it will automatically switch the dashboard to a charging screen, which shows you relevant information like charging power, battery temperature, and so on. But I'll show you that this actually works. Manual preheating. So it communicates with the Canbus already. I'm just turn it off for now. It's going to be kind of noisy. But also, if we use the blinker, you see, we get the blinker there. And on that side, and if I do the high beam, it also shows up there, that symbol. Because we decided to mount it here. So then we have this wet wipe that follows, and it came with a package, and it contains alcohol. So you just wipe it clean, and then it will evaporate. I don't think you need to wipe it with another cloth afterwards. Just wait a couple of minutes, and then the alcohol should evaporate. Okay, like that. And then just push it hard for around 10 seconds. Sorry. All right, let's see. So when you do the quick swipe up here, you can then change the page, or whatever you call it here. So I'm not sure which page I prefer being on right now. Maybe this page here. Depends what you're looking for. But yeah, if you want to do some Carplay, we could do it here. Maybe if Marcus, if we can start. Let's say you can do it for me here while we try. Go to Ioniq, for example. I'll just on test. I'll just drive another. Oh yeah, my bad. I was using the and then start in. I was using the stocks, but the stocks have been disabled now because we don't have the other.
You have to push the.
Oh. Okay, this is okay. Maybe they will fix this eventually. There. All right. Yeah, I think normally you don't have to push anything or use the touchscreen here. Maybe some people don't want to use this as a touchscreen because then there will be fingerprints here. But okay, so interesting. Now that we have placed it here in the more conventional way, I have to say, man, the finish, the look, the feel, like if you didn't, Marcus, if you didn't tell anyone, someone you had customers who'd never seen a Tesla before, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they wouldn't know that this is an aftermarket product. What do you think?
The feel and the touch and everything, it feels really premium and hopefully made in Europe.
Yeah. So but I already see that for me, I'm getting kind of old. Let me see, I need to focus here on the, yeah, this is, we want the stocks, it becomes a bit clumsy. But the digits here, at least for now, they're actually bigger than here. Plus that this is slightly higher versus here. But if you place it over in the front, you will have it further forward. So that was the disadvantage. We chose to have it here. But actually, it is nice, you know, to have an extra screen here, simply because the screen that Tesla chose to choose, it's somewhat limited. Like I mentioned before, when I test a bunch of cars, like nowadays I'm testing the Ioniq 9, you cannot customize much. You just have whatever is there, and then some cars tend to have, like it was one of the Chinese cars I tried. What was it again? The Jack E30X. There was like a picture of a snowman that took up 40% of that screen. Pointless, and you couldn't remove it. You couldn't use that for anything else. But at least here you can customize it. Oh shit! I keep using the stocks. So. Okay, it seems okay. There's slight instability here in the prototype. Oh yeah, yeah. Since we don't have the sexy products, then it bugs you about that. Okay, now it comes back. But I like it. I like it that basically that you have a customizable screen here. And you know, actually, if I swipe up to one of the other screens here, for me, I tend to show the Canbus data. And some of these, I'm not sure how sharp you can see them. And I think many people, they tend to have some kind of Canbus data on maybe a phone mounted here, like you guys see I do. But actually, if I have the most useful data, okay, let me see. I'm trying to swipe here. Maybe swipe here. Sometimes it fails. Yeah, like this. Then that would be good enough for me. And it's actually a more elegant solution to have it in the dashboard here rather than having it on the phone. And then also it needs to occupy the phone. So, well, I like this. And that you get all the, blinker information there. I need to test something here. If I go in autopilot, okay, then it becomes blue. There you guys have it, the sexy dash. I actually love it quite a lot. I mean, just this screen here.
Premium. It's really heavy.
Yeah, must be lots of electronics here and also good materials. So, yeah. Now you guys can go pre-order it. and there is a 20% discount from today until 1st of December. And then you can also use the Bjorn, Teslabjorn discount code on top of that. So it stacks, so it becomes 28%. And this time, unlike the previous product that the Enhance had, but this time there is no limit on how many units. So just go get it, and then you're supposed to get it February next year. And man, it is worth waiting for it. I love it. What do you think? What do you think?
I really liked it, and what we're waiting for, this extra display, and then it looks like all the other cars that you have center display and you have one in front of your steering wheel.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's gonna be for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.